Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2023. This is for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific with your reading, Sagittarius, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, all right? As if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence in divination, including tarot. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, ruling planet, ruling sign. We go really deep when the two are combined. Now, Sagittarius, listen, you've had an amazing month. I'm not surprised either, okay? Because Jupiter in Aries was in your fifth house of pleasure, of love, of romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation. The fifth house of pleasure, both ancient and modern astrologer alike. It's just, it's like the feel-good house, all right? So, the great, I love where you're at. I love where you're at, okay? Now, this is a game-changing month. I want you to know this right away. It's a game-changing month. There's a lot of aspects happening that's changing a lot of things. The first thing I have to tell you is that we have that full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio, okay? I want you to think about what happened back in May 15th, all right? 2022. Something around that time could have happened. You could have had a different way of thinking. You could have had moments of going really deep, okay? And the reason I say that is because the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is happening in your 12th house, and that is the subconscious. That is like hidden enemies, and even like your dreams and fears that you have to face, okay? And so this full moon lunar eclipse, it's very different from the last eclipse. This is going really deep, all right, below the surface, really exploring those places that are that just goes deep, all right? Now, the other thing that's happening for you, and this is going to be major, is Jupiter is moving into Taurus, all right? So it's leaving Aries, which was your fifth house. Jupiter's moving into Taurus on May 16th. I want you to mark this down. This is a huge thing. Huge thing. It's going to be there for a year, okay? Until May 2024. How does this affect you specifically, Sagittarius? Well, that's your sixth house. All right, that's your sixth house. Now, the sixth house is rules a lot of things. The main things that I want, it's like your daily routines, okay? Daily habits. This is work. This is labor. But a big thing that comes up with the sixth house is health, all right? So Jupiter, remember, is the planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity, expansion. It's good there. So some of y'all may decide to start workout program, a new one. Maybe you have a lot of luck with going on a diet, or maybe you're trying, maybe you're a yoga person, you decide to do Pilates instead. So there's a lot of activity around there, but again, a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of work activity there as well. Now, one thing that I want you to know, this is going to be very interesting, okay? And I've been saying this in every sign. Think of May as a 3-act play, okay? Now, we know that Mercury's retrograde, okay? It's been retrograde in Taurus, all right, since April. And so this is why I want you to think of it as a 3-act play, okay? Think about, so when Mercury goes retrograde, we kind of reassess things, we reevaluate things, we rethink things. So you may have been doing that the past couple weeks, all right? That's what happens during Mercury retrogrades. Now, Mercury is going to have a cazimi. Mercury is going to cazimi on May 1st, all right? Is conjuncting the sun. And so this is when you have your moment of clarity. This is when you have your aha moment, right? This is when you're like, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to fix. I know what's not working in my life. You're aware of it, okay? Mercury goes direct on May 14th, so it's no longer retrograde at this point. And this is 2 days before Jupiter enters Taurus, okay? So it's like the 3-act play. The first act is like, I gotta figure, what do I have to do to make my life better? What should I do to, go toward my path to enlightenment? What are some things that I have to fix in my life? And then you have that moment of clarity during the middle of Mercury retrograde, around May 1st, on May 1st, around May 1st. If it doesn't come naturally, have that moment of clarity. All right, take action for it. And then Jupiter sweeps in right at the end of the retrograde, third act, all right? The planet of good luck and fortune, right? So it comes in and saves the day and it clears the way for you to get that thing that you want, all right? So I really love that for you. There's a lot of other things. There's a lot of one thing that you are going to love specifically. Now, this is only happening for you, okay? Venus is entering Cancer on May 7th, all right? And so we know Mars is in Cancer at this point. So Venus and Mars together in a sign in Cancer, all right? So from May 7th for 2 weeks, Venus and Mars will be in Cancer. And that's a lot of like, it's very compassionate. It's very like sweet and nurturing. And, you know, it's just love, 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 love. Now, the reason why this may be a big deal for you specifically is because this is affecting every sign in a different way. This is happening in your 8th house, okay? 8th house rules death and rebirth, transformation. So there's think about like caterpillar to butterfly, okay? Also, the 8th house, hey, it rules sex, okay? So the fact that like you've had Jupiter in Aries, and Jupiter's still in Aries for the first 2 weeks, remember that, in your 5th house, which sex, okay? It's, you know, love, romance, sex. So you have it in both houses, but you have Venus and Mars in Cancer, all right? In your house of sex. So there's, and then Saturn moving into Pisces. That happened in March. That was your 4th house, your domestic sector with the relationships. And so some of y'all may actually have had babies recently, or may be thinking about having babies, or wanting to have babies, or you're just gonna be thriving in your sex life. So that's a really big thing for you, obviously. Like that's, you know, sex is really good for quality of life. And so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you. There's a lot happening this month. I haven't even mentioned the fact that Mars is going into Leo. That's a huge thing. You know, your fellow fire sign, all right? So that's happening. And then the sun's moving into Gemini. We're moving into Gemini season at the end of the month. But let's go ahead and get started. One last thing I have to say, if you are new to my channel, hey, I leave all the key astrological dates in the description box. And secondly, after I do your reading, after I do your spread, remember to stick around because I pull more cards. I break it down week by week to tell you what to expect every week for the month of May. Sagittarius, I'm excited. I hope you are too. Let's go ahead. Let's get started. See what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Sun and rising for May 2023. And if you are if you know your birth chart, absolutely you can read for your moon, you can read for your Venus, you can read for anything. Like if you know your birth chart, absolutely. I only say rising because it is the other half. You do have to read your rising sign. It's definitely you should, is what I'm saying. You should read for your rising. It is the other half of the picture. It's when you think about your birth chart. It's just basically just think of like all the planets that are moving, like it's like real time, right? So it'll resonate big for y'all. Hey, Sagittarius, look at you. Look at you. You ready for this? Are you ready, Sagittarius? This is big. You got the Two of Pentacles, all right? So came up in your past, all right? So there is a sense of y'all having to maybe juggle some responsibilities. The message that's coming through is like multiple. There could have been a lot of different things that you were juggling, and there could have been a lot of things that like multitasking too, that's coming up, but juggling a lot of different things in your world, in your life, okay? And it could be a lot of financial things that are related to money and wealth as well. You see the Pentacles here, but remember, Pentacles are earthbound, so it's what grounds us, right? And it's part of our physical reality. But you see there's a lot of imbalance in this card, all right? So it's always a good idea to, really, really take notice of Am I taking on too much? Am I taking on too many things? Am I juggling too many things like the juggler here? Because it is causing a little bit of imbalance, all right? Now, some of this could have been very new to you, all right? You do see, by the way, the pentacles here bound in the sign in infinity, all right? But you also see a lot of imbalance in this card with 1 foot off the ground. The waves aren't, balance, like equal. The pentacles are just like that. So what this means is basically you could be juggling this for the rest of your life. All right, you could just be just saying, all right, I'm just gonna go with it, right? Or you can take action to bring that balance into your life, all right? Whether dropping one of the pentacles or deciding to move forward with something instead of sitting on a decision, or again, a lot of y'all, it could have been, 2 job offers is another thing that could be coming through. That's a message that's coming through. Y'all could have had to choose, like, do I like the job that I'm at now? Should I go for something else? Or should I start my own business? Or do you know what I mean? Like something decision wise. But here is the thing. You got the 3 of Wands in the heart of your spread. So it looks like this month, if you haven't already, you are going to make that decision. You are going to bring that balance. You are going to stop juggling. 3 of Wands. I love this. I love the fact that it came in the heart of your spread. Now, remember what I said. Jupiter in Aries is still, it's got to be there for the first 2 weeks. Still in your 5th house of pleasure, fun, romance, love, all of that, all of that. But this is ruled by Aries, all right? I call this the green light card. This is a very auspicious card. It's in the heart of your spread. This is, you want change. You want change, you're ready to go for it, all right? This is, the ones represent our passions, right? Ones are invigorating, okay? Our passions, ideas, too. You may have the brilliant idea, okay, to start, open up a new nightclub, or start a baking company, or maybe even become the next Einstein. Maybe you're the one who figures out the God equation, the string theory of everything. But even still, this is such a great card, ruled by Aries, okay? And so you can see him standing there looking out, all right? He's ready to go. He's ready to import, export. You see the ships at bay. I mean, this is someone who is just ready to go explore, all right? Very you. Y'all are very explorative, by the way. And so this is really great. Heart of your spread, something new. You're going after something new, okay? And I want you to. This is saying, remember, it's the green light card. If you're sitting on something, if you're still juggling, just go for something. Go with what your heart says, and always intuition. Always use your intuition. Now, you did get the 8 of Pentacles in your challenge area, okay? Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus this month, all right, Sagittarius? Y'all are so fun. And everybody loves Sagittarians. You know that. Everybody, okay? So, y'all are the life of the party. This is just saying, stay focused this month, okay? On the things that you want, all right? You see him. Hey, there you go, okay? He's very focused. He's actually removed himself from the village to work on these pentacles, to go after his dreams, to build his legacy, all right? This is a great card, all right? He's also very talented, but it's coming your challenge area, all right? So there is like an element of just losing a little bit of focus, okay? Or even like some of y'all may, I don't want you to lose inspiration. That's another thing, okay? Some of y'all may feel that, especially coming after the 2 Pentacles, I just don't want you to lose inspiration moving forward, questioning yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Or should I do this right? Trust your instincts, and take action, and just go toward the thing that you want, okay? Because I haven't even gotten to your future. Like, you will be fine. You will be fine, all right? So if you're in a situation where you just feel like a little unfocused, a little maybe even bored or uninspired, listen, hey, we all saw Karate Kid, right? Wax on, wax off. It's kind of boring doing that all day, but you saw what happened. He won in the end, okay? You saw what happened in that movie. If you didn't see that movie, I'm sorry for spoiling it for you, but he wins in the end, okay? Because of his dedication and focus, all right? So even if there is something where you're just like, oh, I gotta do that, stay with it, all right, Sagittarius? Now, Boom. King of Swords. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. You got the King of Swords in your crown. All right. I love this. All the kings wear crowns, by the way. All right. It's so funny to think about that. You know, in the 14th century, it was like a huge thing. The crowns represent like a lot of power, a lot of authority, right? Nobody wears crowns. I think it may be the British. Is that right? Is it just the British royalty that wears crowns these days? Even still, should we bring the crown back? Should the president wear a crown? I don't know. You tell me. But listen, King of Swords. What I love about the King of Swords is that he is the king that is so he has so much power, so much authority and truth in knowing his truth, in facing his truths, and no one can hide anything from this king. Okay, absolutely nobody can hide anything from this king. This is a king who, you know, it's like if you were to go in front of the king back in the 14th century, if you had to like, if he called for you, this is the king that makes your knees shake. All right, this is how much power, authority. The only king that looks directly at you. Look at that. Look at that. He looks directly at you. No one can hide anything from this king. So this is a lot of power, a lot of authority. This is your head above the clouds. You're good. You're good. Look at his sword tilted too, by the way, ready to take action. I mean, you're good. Okay. You're going to be in this headspace where you're just like, going for it. All right. Just don't lose that inspiration. Now, you got the tower. So you got the tower in the root of your spread. All right. So there is, this is a card. First, let me just tell you right now. People freak out when they see this card, and I don't want you to freak out. This is actually a really great card. Sure, it is a card of chaos, destruction, all of that. All of that. Sure. Two people falling out of the tower. You see the lightning strike here. They have no idea what happened. They have no idea where they're going. So this card is saying something may happen this month where caught you by surprise, blindsided you, and you saw it unfavorably. Okay, two reasons why people fear this card. First of all, never fear the tower card. When you fear the tower card, you you build a blockage for yourself. Okay, never, always choose love over fear. Okay, never fear. Okay, never fear. The reason why people may fear this card is because sometimes people don't like surprises. Sometimes people don't like changes. Okay. You, Sagittarius, you're a mutable sign, so changes are easy for you. All right, they're easy for you. Okay, and so so this coming up in the root of your spread, this is saying that something unexpected may happen. All right, this month, and you didn't see it coming. Okay, you didn't see it coming, but ironically, I'm telling you now, so now you know. So it's not going to be that much of a surprise, but you may see it unfavorably. However, when I say this is actually a good card, I can give you a laundry list of reasons why. First, what comes after the tower? The star, like the card of faith and the stars aligning for you, the card of hopes, right? Dreams, all of that, okay? All of that. Secondly, you see the lightning strike there. Okay, there's hope in every card. This is a flashing light. Now, when you think about the tree of life, all right, it has you can call it the flashing light, you can call it the flashing sword, the lightning strike, whatever it is, okay? There it is, right in the tree of life, all right? Now you see over here the 12 yards, all right? Let's call them flashes, okay? Representing the 12 constellations. Now over here, you see the 10 of them, okay? Representing all the 10 sephira, the 10 spheres in the tree of life. Now, 12 and 10 equals 22, right? So 22 paths in the tree of life, 22 major arcanas. This is actually more like a light bulb moment. This is more like, hello, I get it, all right? It's almost like maybe there was a path that you were on in some area of your life that was probably not best for you. And this is that card that puts you on the path that you needed to be on, whether you liked it or not. That's what eclipses do, by the way. FYI, okay? They're game changers in that sense, all right? Last thing I'm going to show you, okay? Last thing I'm going to show you. That tower is still standing, Okay, so just know this month there is possibly going to be something that happens that you see unfavorably, but know that there is a reason why it happens. And it's one of those things, by the way, where you know how something happens in your life and then you just realize. Let me give you an example, actually. Let me give you an example. I'm going to give you an eclipse example. May 15th, 2022, out of nowhere, I was dumped by this person I was saying, out of nowhere, out of the blue. I did not see it coming. No hints, no clues, nothing. And of course, at the time, I was like, ooh, like I was in it, had the feels. A few weeks later, I was like, actually, that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because there was a couple other things that I needed to do that it was just like I didn't have time to do because I was in this relationship, and it opened the door for someone else to come in. So you have to always see it almost like a blessing in disguise. Now, you got the 8 of Wands in your future. I feel like you've gotten this like in like every... Anyway, I'm not going to... You've definitely gotten this card in a couple of your readings recently. This is the card. There's no figure, no person. It's just 8 wands zipping through the air. What this means, there's a lot of enthusiasm with this card. There's a lot of, wands represent our passions. Remember, our passions, ideas, creativity, all of that. You got the 3 of wands in the heart of your spread. This is just saying, boom, boom, boom. Things are going to happen for you, and things are going to happen fast. Go with it. All right. This tower moment was meant for you to kind of clear the decks, and now, boom, all your passions, everything, it's just moving fast for you. Don't be in a place where you slow it down. Go with the flow. Okay. Go with the flow. All right. And this is a very auspicious card. Very auspicious card. And I actually really love that you pulled this card, especially because there's a lot of travel attached to this card. Okay, a lot of travel attached to this card. And I did mention that Mars is going in Leo. This is that the 3rd week? That's the 3rd week of May. Some of y'all may be traveling around that time. Yeah, because this is in your future. Okay, and then Pluto and Aquarius when your 3rd house. Okay, so that's in your what's happening for you astrologically. The 2 travel houses. So some of y'all may be traveling, and travel is always a force of good. So that's always really great. But this is just things in your life happening for you. Okay. Fast, all right, whether it's relationships, whether it's career, whether it's your own personal development, spiritual journey, like, hey, boom. Let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. Y'all are amazing. And if you're not a commenter, you know I love emojis. I love the ones where the most random ones where I'm just like, I didn't even know that existed. And if you're a subscriber, hey, thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. I really love you. And you know that. I love you so much. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I'm truly grateful. I love you being here with me every week. Thanks so much. Now, oh my God. This was meant for you big time. Now, I usually go in order. What did I say? What did I say comes after the tower? The star. And you got the star. You're good. Sagittarius are good. You got the 5 of swords. You don't have to fight anymore, okay? If you feel like you're in a situation where there could have been a fight, there could have been some sort of conflict, there could have been just even for y'all, just up here, there's just, so much going on. You don't have to, okay? You know that here, you can see these people in the back, all right? They've dropped their swords, all right? This is saying that this month you may feel combative, you may feel like even internal, like up here, like a little bit of like psychological warfare. There could just be a lot of just like going on, but I want you to know this card is more about like self-respect. It's all about self-dignity. It's about choosing your battles wisely. All right, everyone has free will. We've been gifted free will. So do you really need to go into battle? Can you drop those swords is the question you have to ask yourself. Should something come up, and something is going to come up, okay, with the tower card right there, all right, in the root of your spread. But just remember, King of Swords, okay, and your crown. So one big thing about that, because the Five of Swords has showed up, he has a lot of power and authority. With great power comes great authority, responsibility. So remember, all that power that you may have, use it in a way as a force of good, okay? Use it as a force of good. And this is just saying that you may see like some things this month where it's just a little unfavorable. Again, as indicated with the tower here, just know like it's not going to be worth the fight. And again, choose your battles wisely this month, all right? Now, hello, you got the star. Hi. It came, I mean, this is amazing. Look, things are going to happen fast for you after this tower moment. Things are going to move really fast for you toward your hopes and dreams. Those stars are aligning for you. These are your also spiritually, okay? Remember, I don't know if I told you Mars and Leo is your ninth house, which is, long distance travel, but it is also spirituality, okay? Your belief system, your philosophies, but think of them as like your chakras as well. They represent these chakras, okay? These 7 stars. Now, you can see that they're all 8-pointed, strength, okay? You see that water bear here. It's Aquarius. This star card is ruled by Aquarius, all right? So it's all about like... you see that she's pouring the water in the well, but also onto the land, that fertility and growth in your world too, as well. Her foot is on the water. It's not in it, it's on the water. So there's that balance, right? And, the dualities, right? You're good. You are good. This is, again, all about faith. This is in your external factors area. So you're good. You're guided. You're protected. You everything, stars aligning for you, your hopes and dreams, your hopes and wishes, okay? Hopes and wishes. A lot of healing in this card too. Remember, I said Jupiter is moving into your 6th house, okay? So that's really good. And so this is really good. After the tower moment comes a star, the healing from this. You'll be fine because you also got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is all about... We call it the heart of tarot, first of all, but it's all about, look, the five senses overflowing. So this is you feeling completely rapturous, intense pleasure, joy, nirvanic, okay? Nirvanic, euphoric, elation to a whole other level. This is amazing, all right? So where it falls in your spread, that's all you want right now, okay? Especially relationships. Some of y'all are really manifesting that or putting a lot of energy toward it, and that's great, okay? And I love that for you. And another message coming through is self-love, okay? So this is the month, okay? To have that self-love for yourself. You're amazing. And remember that, okay? Now, you did get the 7 of Wands in your final outcome. This is just indicating that there is something new coming into your life, and you may have to, like, really defend yourself in some way. It's almost like you get, like, a new job. And the people, let's say, like, at the company, they may not... like colleagues of yours may not be happy about that because they wanted someone else, or there may be a colleague who's like their friend was up for the job. It's almost rooted out of jealousy, okay? Because this card is all about valor, standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand. This is standing for what you believe in, but also defending everything that you've worked for, defending for all your victories and success. It comes after the 6 of Wands, which is victory and success, right? Achievements. So this is like the people coming after this guy, it's like they're jealous of him, all right? So don't let anyone take anything away from you. Don't let anyone take anything that you worked hard for. Stand your ground this month, all right? Stand your ground. And so pulling two clarifiers for you. See, you also got the 5 of Wands and the Page of Swords. So this is saying you stand your ground, you stay strong, stay focused, all about valor, right? And then Page of Swords, This is that enthusiasm to move forward. Also, in your final outcome here, you're getting a message come through, okay? Pages are messengers, but swords with a mental suit. A lot of y'all may get it spiritually, intuitively, but even in your physical reality, you could get like an email or something, but it's very, it matches the eagerness and the enthusiasm of the Eight of Wands, okay? So remember, that's in your future. And this page is really spongy. He's really like, I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to learn how to wield this sword, I want to eventually become the King of Swords here, okay? Now, you also got the Five of Wands, so it looks like there is going to be some sort of competitiveness going on, all right? Some sort of competitive nature. It could be like egos at play. It could also be, again, like that work analogy that I just did. Some colleagues could just be like, it could be like that kind of competitive nature. But there's, again, with egos at play, with this card, there's got to be someone that stands up and says, hey, y'all, we need to see eye to eye, all right? We need to see eye to eye and get along together, and that's going to be you, Sagittarius, okay? That's going to be you, all right? Because you're going to raise everybody's energy levels, and people are going to look at you, and they're going to be like, he's a superstar, she's a superstar, they're a superstar. Listen, the second thing is, actually, when you think about it, break down the word competition, okay? Let's go back to its Latin root, competere, it actually meant to come together. All right. So another thing is, because there is a lot of activity that's going on here. These are kids, by the way, swinging their wands in the air. So it's not even, 5. Think about the tree of life, severity, right? But this is the mildest. This is child's play. This is not worth your time. So this is also like a test. So you have like 2 tests here. All right. Defending yourself, but then also like, there could be some egos at play. There could be some competition at play. There could be a lot of that going on. But at the same time, it's just going to be child's play, not worth your time. Remember, choose your battles wisely. Now, last thing I'm going to say, some of it may be for y'all with your children, if y'all have children, okay? Remember, kids, play fighting, right? Again, not like fist fighting, play fighting, but still, it's still fighting, right? So that's just another thing. You would have to just be like, all right, y'all, come on, let's get together here, okay? We'll just put more, yeah. And then look at you. You got the 5 of Pentacles and Justice. Wow, that is so interesting. This tower moment is going to be, okay, so you see you got 3 5s here. Okay, you got the 5 of Swords, you got the 5 of Wands, and now you got the 5 of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords just fell under my table. I don't know if you saw that. He's like, see ya. So what this means here is that there is going to be a sense of, for some of y'all, it is going to be a sense of, I can't do this alone. I need someone. For some of y'all, it's going to be a sense of this, you're holding me back. Like someone's holding you back, okay? Whether it's a colleague, whether it's a partner, but either way, there's going to be a sense of just like feeling like maybe like a little isolated, a little lonely. Sagittarians don't like that. You like having like friends and whatnot. So this is really just saying like, listen, like reach out. If you do feel like you need to bring people in at this point, okay? But lastly, you got Justice, all right? So that's really amazing. I love this for you. So there, Justice is, everything's going to work out fine, okay? Then when this card comes up in the final outcome, after all of these 5s and the 7 of Wands, you're good. You're good. I mean, listen, this is all, think about justice will be served, right? A lot of karmic energy attached to this. So remember to always do the right thing, right? Am I doing the right thing? Am I standing up for myself? Am I reaching out to the people I need to? Am I really, defending the things that standing up for myself, standing up for my beliefs, being the better person in a situation? And then you'll be fine, okay? Cut out all that noise, too, if there's a lot of noise happening this month for you. If there's an incident that happens and it's just like, Use that sword, all right? It's going to bring that balance, you the scale in the judge's hand, okay? So you're good. Now, let's get to your weekly. Let's see what's going on for you every week. Now, May 1st, I already said we have the Sun-Mercury conjunction. We have that Kanzimi. You're going to have a moment of clarity. Like, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to go for this month. And if you don't have that, it is a good day to have that moment, okay? Around that time. And then, of course, we have that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th. And then May 7th, Venus is entering Cancer. Okay, at that point, we have Venus and Mars in Cancer. So the first week of May is pretty big. So let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for first week of May. I feel like you're good. You're good. You got the 9 of Cups, okay? You got the 9 of Cups. So something that you're hoping for is coming true, all right? You already got the star. And keep in mind, this is your monthly reading. The star came in your external factor for the entire month of May. You were going toward your hopes and dreams. The star is aligning for you. Now, you got the wish coming true card first week of May. Have that moment of clarity that you need. Remember, don't lose inspiration. Don't lose focus. Keep at it. Wax on, wax off, right? Now, you can see the cups arranged over his head. It's a lot of enlightenment. This is a card of satisfaction. Joy, you're good. You're good. Now, second week of May. We have Mercury goes direct. You know, I really love May 12th. Mark that in your calendar. Venus is trining Saturn. Ooh, a lot of love there. A lot of love in terms of like long-term commitment. Yeah, that's really good. And if you're single, you better be swiping right that day. You better be swiping right, going to the bars, going to the local pool, wherever you meet singles. Really good energy. All right. Remember, Venus and Mars is in Cancer that week. Remember that. Okay. Don't forget that. In your 8th house, death and rebirth, transformation, and sex. Second week of May. Boom. King of Wands. You're getting whatever you want. King of Wands came right after the 9 of Cups. You're literally getting whatever you want, Sagittarius. I hope you know that. Okay? King of Wands. Especially in work and career. He is the entrepreneur. I call him the Steve Jobs of tarot. Very influential, very inspiring. He didn't have to work for anyone else. He worked his butt off, okay? Remember, wax on, wax off. I'll stop saying that, okay? Sagittarius, he is very, very, wands are career, enterprise, work, job related. Remember that, okay? But also your passions. What do you want? What are you going for? What's going to bring you that enlightenment? Now, remember how I said all that activity in your Venus and Mars in Cancer in your 8th house of transformation. Boom. He's the most transformative king, okay? You see the symbol of Ouroboros all over his cape, all right? The unity of all things, life cycles. I mean, this is amazing, okay? You are really good. You're good. You're going to be sitting in that throne. You're good. I don't even know what, you're good, okay? You're good. Now, third week of May is the biggest week of May. All right? May 16th, that's when Jupiter enters Taurus. It's a big deal. But here, check this out. May 19th, we have a new moon in Taurus. Why is this a big deal? Sun in Taurus, new moon in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, Mercury in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. That's 5 heavenly bodies in Taurus, all right? So, as we know, remember I said that's your 6th house, all right? So, work, okay? Everyday routines, habits, health, even pets. Hey, some of y'all may be getting pets around this time. And then 2 days after, or the day after that, actually, Mars goes into Leo, all right? Your 9th house, spirituality, your belief system, even higher education. If you're thinking about going back to school or learning something new, wow, guns ablazing. And then the day after, the sun goes into Gemini. Now, again, like I said, we'll talk more about all of this in my weekly readings. This is just giving you a little heads up of what to expect for that week. So the third week of May, you got the 6 of Pentacles. I love it. I love this. You're amazing. Okay? You're amazing. This, first of all, very Taurus energy, and you know that this is new moon in Taurus and Jupiter going to Taurus, so synchronastically, is that how you say it? Synchronastically with what's going on astrologically. But listen, this is six is the heart of the tree of life. It is all about harmony. It is all about balance. It's all about beauty. It's good. You're good. This is generosity. This is gratitude. You're good. That balance that you're everything's going to be good. Now, here's the thing. If you feel that you are in a situation where something does happen financially this month, hey, you're going to get financial assistance. Like, it's as if, like, if you lose a job, new one comes through, that's even better than the last one. Remember, Tower, Star, and then boom. You got the two cards where they have the scale. You got justice. Remember, everything's working out for you. All that you put all that karma into it, you're fine, okay? You're good, all right? You're actually great, okay? You're actually great. It's really good to have an understanding of the balance between giving and receiving too, the third week. That's really helping like that energy flow. Gratitude is like the highest vibration in the law of attraction. So it's really good to just have that understanding because that's going to help bring that balance, right? Like, and when I say that, like, do you give and get nothing in return? Or do you sit around and wait for to receive and give nothing, right? Find that balance. Find that right balance that works for you. All right, Sagittarius. Last week of May, there's a couple squares that's happening, but you know, Venus is sextiling Uranus. That is a May 26th. Oh gosh, sparks flying that day. Love is truly in the air. So let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for the last week of May. You're good. You're good. Okay? You're good. You got the Ace of Wands, Ace ushering in that new change, new beginnings, new opportunities that have to do with passions. Remember what I said, Wands are very invigorating. Now, not only did you get the Three of Wands in the heart of your spread, you got the Eight of Wands in your future. You have the Seven Wands in your final outcome. Now you got your last week Ace of Wands, something new is coming through. You're having a Tower moment. It's bringing something new in with the Star and the Eight of Wands here. And there's your confirmation. Ace of Wands, okay? This is something new coming through into your life, okay? Hand of Spirit giving you a thumbs up as well, all right? So you see those seeds sprouting or the leaves sprouting out of those wands. I mean, this is really like planting seeds, something new coming through regarding your passions, creativity, ideas, something just taking off, new path, new journey. Like, you're good. Sagittarius, what a loaded month for you. This is amazing. There's a lot happening. There's going to be like a little bit of tug of war up here for sure, especially with that lunar eclipse. It's in your 12th house of like everything going on up here. But if you find yourself up here like just thinking about things or going really deep, while you're going deep, unroot them. Unroot those things, okay? Empower yourself. Find ways to empower yourself and to move forward. Look at this auspicious spread. And sure, there are like a little bit of challenges here and there, but life is not a Disney movie. We go through challenges every day, right? And so, but look at your, like, look at all this. Nine of Wands, King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I mean, like, you have Three of Wands, heart of your spread, Eight of Wands in your future with the Star, final outcome, justice. Like, you're good. You're good. Love you, Sagittarius. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.